I don't have an issue with the way we do church.
Okay.
I have an issue with the consistency of it. And when I say that,
what do you mean by that?
When I say that, I'm talking about doing the same thing every single Sunday and not changing things up.
So you mean you have an issue with how consistent the same idea is, like it is.
So like
it becomes
routine.
Robot like.
Yeah, because of the fact that you're doing the same thing every single Sunday.
Yeah.
And it can become like it'll get to a place where you get stagnant. Mm-hmm. Like, of course you're gonna attract new people, of course you're gonna grab new people and get new people in, which is no problem.
Again, it's great for evangelism.
Yeah. However, once that believer starts to mature, it happens every time.
Every time.
I want more.
Every time.
I want more.
I had a ministry tell me I was like part of there, and they wanted me to be more involved in different ways, but God never gave me the permission, so I was like, all right, for some reason I don't have the permission, right? Mm-hmm. So I said to them, I said, hey, I really want to grow prophetically. Mm-hmm. I know that's like one of my giftings, and I would like to grow in that. Do y'all have any resources or anything so I can? And they said, oh, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube. It was like, in fact, you can start your own life group, and you do it. And that was the moment.
But if I'm trying to learn, okay, go ahead.
So that was the moment that I was like, all right, this season is a wrap, right? You know what I mean? Because I need to go get what I need to go get.
Yeah.
So I'd be walking to the fullness of what I need to walk in, right? So. Yeah.
So this is a good question. Mm-hmm. So, because you said you knew then that's how you knew your season was up. Mm-hmm. How do you know when a season is up versus you have to stay to learn something even more, even though you may feel like the season may be up. Yeah. But there's something there. God wants you to to learn something in this season.
I think when we're disobedient and when we're hard headed, because I left another season where I was very hard headed and disobedient. When the Lord told me it was time to go, and I kind of started drifting, but then I came back in full-fledged again, and it started to be, it was just an uncomfortable environment. It was a lot of confusion. It was a lot of like, wait, what is going on here? Yeah. I think when it reaches that point, you've bypassed your time and your moment, because he's not the author of confusion. Right. And however, when we're disobedient for whatever, because a lot of times we're very arrogant. Like we have a lot of pride when it comes to, I can't leave because if I leave, or they ain't gonna have it. But that's not your minute. That's not what God told you to start.
Exactly.
You're stewarding somebody else's thing well, and you should serve well. But if he tells you to go, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to when you feel like it's time to leave, but maybe God didn't tell you, I think that's gonna rely on the Holy Spirit. Yeah. You know, I've had enough experience to know when it's like, okay, God, you're speaking to me. You're telling me it's a wrap. Like, I'm sending you elsewhere. I think also, like for you, for example, because I know what you're called to do. When he's telling you, hey, it's time to leave the season, go to a next, it's because he's equipping you. So where you're at right now, being equipped, when that well runs dry for you, you have to move because he needs to equip you in other ways so you can see and have that well-roundedness, right? Yeah. To be able to function in the capacity you're going to function in.
I know what God told me about, when our time is up and all those things. And so for me, it's more of waiting on God to do it. I'm paying attention to all the signs. Okay. I see the signs. I see everything. I see one thing that God's giving me.
Do we know though?
That's the thing. We don't truly know.
That's what I'm saying. Because
when the thing,
because he might have said do a thing, but we just always want it. We're nosy too by nature,
right?
So we're like, you tell me to leave, but why? Like,
right? But why?
But so this not yet. Let me see. But we almost need to see it blow up in our face to be like,
yeah,
son, I literally told you.
Yeah, you need to go. That happened to me. When I just dropped it. When we left Upper Room, that happened to me. Yeah. Because God told me my season was up to leave Upper Room, and we felt that, okay, we in Charlotte, we need to still go. Yeah. Bypassing all these churches in Charlotte, come to Garner to go to Upper Room. Yeah. And it wasn't until things blew up in our face that we said, okay, God, you told me then that it was time to go. So I knew from that experience.
What is that
how
though?
to leave.
Like what's the reason that when God is telling us to shift from one place and he'll lead us to another, sometimes he don't tell us exactly where to go either. So I think that's what it is, because you're like, hey, this is up, but you're like, all right, so where we going?
Yeah,
we want the answers, but he's like, I need you to make this first step, you know what I mean, and then I'll show you,
and then I'll do.
I'll show you the way, right?
Yeah, because another thing a point I was gonna make was, does God change his mind about things? I don't think he does. Like, but he may shift, but God doesn't change his mind. For you. He'll shift.
Well, you think about Gideon, right? Like, he told Gideon what to do, and he's like, all right. He never moved on what he wanted him to do, but he's patient also to say, you want me to turn the grass wet?
Yeah.
Now you want the rug wet only, and keep the grass. So he's patient to a point, right? So I don't think he changes his mind, but he knows like how fickle we are and how disobedient. Like, he has experience with disobedience from the beginning of time, right?
100%.
All the moments of forgiving. And honestly, I think I'd be like, God, I don't know why you like stood for everything that ever took place, right? Like, why were you so accepting of, okay, they're disobedient. You know what? I'm gonna kill y'all. Like, it's a wrap.
Over.
Like,
start over.
I'm not rocking with y'all. I'm gonna let somebody come imprison you. They're gonna take over. They're gonna march on y'all. It's a wrap. And he allowed them to be in bondage for a season. Yeah. But they cry out enough. Prophet might come and they cry out enough, and then he's like, I do hear their cries. I love them. His love for us is greater. It's greater. Right? Above our disobedience and all. So I think about those things that, okay, so he's patient, he's forgiving, he's loving, but he will let you get your behind spanked. Yeah. So and honestly, that's what happened with the season Upper Room. Like, we got our behind spanked. Yeah. Bad. Yeah. And it's almost like in my last season, it ended crazy. And it's almost like I can't even be mad at them.
Exactly.
Because it's my fault.
I didn't move and God told me to move.
So why do we have a false sense of loyalty to man? We're more loyal to man than we are to him. Yeah. Like, what? Like, why is that? Like, what is that?
I think it's that sense of protection that comes with it. And fear. I think it's more rooted in fear of the unknown. Okay. Because when you step out in faith, you really don't know. Yeah. Like, when I left my job in August, like, I have not had any opportunities hit since then. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how we're making it every single month. Yeah. But God has been making a way. And it's like every single time that I think on it or try to get upset, it's like the Lord will remind me of, look, I've been taking care of you this long. Look, I've been paying your gas bill this whole time.
Or look at my track record.
Doing this. Right. Look at what I did before. Yeah. If I was to take care of you, if I took care of you then, why would I not take care of you now? For sure. And all these things. So when I think about that on top of seasons when times and things are up for certain things, it's like you have to take that leap with God and trust God in that. I'm not saying I'm starting a church tomorrow. I'm not saying that.
Yeah. But
I'm saying is like,
but you can smell the aroma of, I know that's where he's leading me. Yeah. Eventually, at some point in his time, right? So, which is likely why even if he sends you to the next house, you'll get a new ounce of frustration at the next house. Exactly. Like when I talk to people who are called to be pastors,
that's good.
Yeah. When I talk to people who are called to be leaders and pastors, you'll never not be frustrated by something that's going on. Yeah. Because you know that there's greater, and you know that they're doing this, but they should be doing
that.
But really, what's in your heart is just the Holy Spirit telling you, like, hey, so when it's your time, that I don't want you to do. Right? And then it also builds a level of grace that you have for people in that position. Because I always say, like, we was talking about earlier how people be judging a tide, right? So, like, we can say all the things, not being in that position, not holding that platform, not having that level of attention and responsibility. And so I've I've grown to still have a level of grace for people in that position. 100%. Although I'm looking at all the like, dang, this is a whole, that's a whole. I'm not in that position. Right. And so my prayer is that when God releases us to do that, we have a good enough team around us that we're willing to be accountable to.
Exactly.
That aren't yes men. I don't want no yes men around me.
Same. I was just thinking about that last night. I literally was thinking about that last night. I do not want yes men. I don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of yes men because it was I saw it's down there. But I saw a post about
it's under your leg.
It's on my leg? Yeah. Oh good. So I saw this post about armor bearers.
Oh my God. Somebody just talked to me about who was I?
We going off the deep end.
Oh, Philip Anthony was he was talking about armor bearers. Was that who you saw the post?
No, so this is somebody else on Thread. So I'm gonna read the post. Okay. So they said church armor bearers are not biblical. Armor bearers carry weapons for kings in literal battle, not mics and water bottles for pastors.
Yo,
New Testament establishes elders and deacons.
Starting trouble, man.
Not personal bodyguards and fetch boys. The more you know.
I was talking to one of my OGs about this, and I was like, we was talking about a particular person at the trial. I was like, what do they actually do? Because I've seen that growing up, like, and I think I was telling my mom, like, why do they carry his? Why was they carrying his Bible? Like he couldn't carry his own Bible.
Yeah.
He couldn't put his own water up on the podium. Like, what did that signify? Yeah. Are you that in tune with the spirit? Are you so much in a deep place where you can't focus and be like, oh, I might need my water? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out, like,
I think it can go both ways because I think the term armor bearer just it needs to be shifted.
To what?
It needs to be redirected. Like
to what name?
Because a true armor bearer is someone, like he just said, like they are bearing the armor for the
Goliath
for
had an armor bearer.
Right. He wasn't a preacher. He was a killer. Like
so he called for his shield.
Right. He gave him the shield. He gave him the thing.
Yeah.
Now I get because like you know how you break things down biblically and be like, yeah, you have the shield, the breastplate of righteousness, and blah blah blah, all these things. Sword of the spirit, all these things, right? So like they're carrying the Bible for that.
They can defend it with that.
They can defend it with that, which is the argument. So I mean, I understand these things. Yeah. But contextually, it's not.
It just not lined up. It just doesn't feel authentic.
Yeah.
It feels superficial.
Yeah.
And it looks corny.
It do. It
looks corny.
But the thing is, I don't think anyone will go on record to say, like, I feel like this is corny, especially those who are in it. Like, those who are deep in it, they don't see it that way because they see it like it's an honorable position, which, put it this way.
I don't say it's not wrong with, they just your assistant, right?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah. And it's not wrong with an assistant. Like,
yeah.
You might be traveling. You got speaking engagements. Your assistant is like, "Yo, don't forget that," because you can, so I'll backtrack a little bit. You can forget a thing. You might not grab your water because you might be nervous about the opportunity. You want to,
and you need a towel if you're sweating too much or something like that.
So something like that can happen.
Because I've seen, like, even at our current church, like Pastor Mike was preaching one Sunday and he was just sweating profusely, and
somebody came up,
and I'm like, nobody was. It was like when we first started going, and nobody was like moving to get that man nothing, and I was like, shit, I just. It's like y'all don't see this man sweating.
He can't see.
He is perforating on this pulpit, like. But
if you're a sweater, just in case y'all sweater out there, just put a towel up there with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
But it was, and I was.
That'd be a part of your preacher pack.
I get those elements of it because you are pretty much an assistant in that way.
Yeah.
But it goes too far. It does. To where I've heard some stuff. Okay. Like to where, like I haven't seen. I've heard.
Okay.
And I know it's authentic because people who tell me these things are armor bearers. So I couldn't do the things that they do.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Does it turn into like man's dirty drawers after he fresh out of the shower and he hands them to you? Like I couldn't.
Yeah, you don't need it. So armor bearers don't be in the shower room. That's crossing the boundary.
It's crossing.
Actually, you need your own hotel room too, because when y'all traveling.
This is fresh. This is fresh off the pulpit.
Oh, that's insane.
It's nefarious behavior.
It's sinful. And I think that's what's wrong with the like that's part of the. I don't believe all churches operate like this, but like the American church is a huge problem though.
Exactly. Think about other cultures, and also not just other cultures, but think about other denominations. Like let's just go there because you don't see other denominational right. They don't do that stuff. That's one thing that really drew us to Focus was because Pastor Mike literally. As soon as he finished preaching, he don't do this as much now, but went straight to the back to the door and was greeting everybody as they walked out and the people as they were coming in. And one day we did. It's not a knock to say that he's not doing it right now. Yeah. I get why he don't do that as much, but even with like one day we were doing something out. They had some kind of thing outdoors with everyone. Everybody was there. And at the end, everybody tearing stuff down and, packing things up and all that stuff. Pastor, the culture we come up in. The pastor, he's out. He ain't doing that. He's in his Mercedes. He's out. Like
he ain't stacking no chairs or nothing like that.
Right.
Security escorting them to the cars.
Exactly.
Make sure he in that thing.
Right.
They see him roll out.
Right.
He made that corner, then they come back.
Right. And they trying to be seen by the pastor doing some work and stuff. Nah, this man was breaking down tables, like rolling tables into the storage. Picking up chairs, grabbing stuff, like helping the team do those things. And to me, I was like, we don't see this as often.
I mean, that's a servant leader, right? Like
that's the literal definition.
Getting in the trenches,
right?
You said something about being seen. Like, that's a trap in itself that we see in certain cultural contexts, or maybe all, right? Because I haven't attended every denominational context and like. Lived in a space for a season, you know what I mean? So I don't know. So it could be in every house, but the idea that you're looking and waiting for the pastor to recognize you and call you up in some like grand way, like Andrew, come forth, like God is telling you, like
right.
A lot of time, like a lot of sheep sit in those places in hopes of that moment.
Yeah,
like, that's a real thing. Like, I ain't doing this yet because, they didn't call me or tell me it yet. So maybe one day they'll recognize it. It's like, that's one of the biggest traps.
Yeah.
Ever.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I notice, and I see that a lot.
But that's why so many people stay stuck in certain seasons for a while. And they don't know how to leave. Because all these things that we just listed out are literally, like you said, entrapment. But it's literally reasons why people don't leave. Because you feel loyal to your leader, your bishop, your pastor. You feel loyal to these people because one of the reasons why. So when I got a job opportunity, the main reason why we moved to Charlotte was I got a job opportunity.
Okay.
And me and my wife, we went back and forth for months.
Before you made the move?
It was before we made the move.
Okay.
But it was about a few weeks because I had to make a decision in about a couple weeks. And so, because I had literally just told her, I said, I'm not taking another contract opportunity. I refused to because I was fed up. I was like, I'm not taking another contract. The first opportunity that came through was a contract. And it was a nice contract. Okay. So I was like, I know what I just said, but this is the potential and this is where we could go. So I told my wife, let's take it. But she was going back and forth with me. We just bought our house. Why would you do this? Who gonna pray for us if I get sick or something happens? Like, who gonna lay hands on us? And who gonna do all these things? What church we gonna go to? Yeah. All churchy stuff. Yeah. And I was just thinking, I was like, look, we can find another church. Like, or we don't even have to leave. We can just keep coming back. Like, we'll have the money to be able to do those things or whatever. Right. Yeah. And so I prayed about it. She prayed about it. I even had a meeting with Bishop about it. He gave me the blessing to go. And then she eventually felt the Lord tell her to leave, for us to leave. So we left. And I feel like that was a great decision to leave. Because even though all the hell that came with it, because it was there, it was a lot. It was a great decision to leave because all of this that you see would not be here today. Wow. If we didn't leave.
If you weren't obedient.
Ain't
it crazy how God is like gracious enough in that where he did the same thing with me, where he might have been telling you to leave, but you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, I'll give you a job. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He'll allow opportunity to fall where it's like, is this enough for you to listen to what I'm telling you?
Right.
And then he'll take that job away once you get there and get settled.
Yep.
And I laugh at those moments because that happened to me.
That literally happened when we moved to Charlotte.
He's funny.
The contract I went for,
right?
They gave it to somebody else. I went through the whole interview process because they told me that was the whole reason why they brought me down. They was like, we'll bring you down and we will take care of you. You know, this job is practically yours. You know, we just got to run it through, all the corporate jargon and all that stuff. Yeah. And so I was like, all right, cool. Took the job, all that stuff. Was in the role for about 3 months. It was like, all right, the role is posted. You can go and apply for it, all this stuff. I go and apply all the things. And then go through the whole interview process thinking, okay, this is my role. This is my job. You told me that this was my job.
Right.
Go through the whole process. When it come down to the decision, sorry, TJ, we went with another candidate that was much more better than you. I never in my life wanted to shoot up an office. Like I did that day. Man. We sold our house. I've been there, man. We had lost our car. Repo.
The one in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
So after you moved, you bought a house in Charlotte.
No, we bought a house here.
Okay, here.
And then sold it to move to Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah, sold it to move to Charlotte.
Interesting. In another city. In another city. We were staying in like a it was like a 1-level home. Okay.
But it was like a townhome type thing.
Okay.
But yeah.
He upgraded you.
Bro.
I just pulled up. He upgraded you.
Bro.
Beautiful home.
This was God, because it's funny because I told my wife, I literally told her that day when we made the decision to leave. I said, baby, the house we in, I was like, God can bless us with a bigger one. I didn't know what I was saying. I was just I was like, God can bless us with a bigger one. And he did.
Yeah.
But we had to go through all of that.
For sure.
We had to lose it all. And we literally lost it all.
I mean,
in order for us to find ourselves in God.
Because nothing is free. Right? So there's a cost to everything. So you had to lose some things. You had to pay a cost to be where you're at right now. And so, yeah, that's powerful. That actually happened to me too, bro. Where we were living before, living in Delaware. And I've been telling us we would move for a while and like, hey, it's time to, but me just being stubborn, I was looking for a job in that area. So I was like, well, I got to find something here. We have a home that I really love. Like it has all the aspects and the ratios that I like, right? So like, I want to keep. Right. I want to be here comfortably, but God put us in a really difficult season, and things were just going haywire. And we drove to North Carolina one day to visit family, and literally God opened up a door, opportunity. So the job I was looking for down there, I found one quicker out here.
Wow.
Like I got hired within about 2 weeks and then started the following week.
Wow.
I was just driving back and forth every weekend.
Wow.
Family was still back home. I was coming
down,
going back and forth. And so the day that we finally moved officially, packed up the whole house, got everybody here, rented the last house, whatever. We finally get here. That same week, I get fired. I get let go. And the way it happened was nasty.
Oof.
It was super nasty. That's another story for another time. It would take up so much time to explain how nasty and dirty that process was, what they actually did. But at the end of it, I ended up laughing. Because I was like, God, you're so funny. I would not have moved down here had you given me the opportunity I've been looking for prior to. And that same week, the opportunity I wanted, oh yeah, we able to bring you on board now. So I was like, Dad, you really wanted me down here? You really wanted me there? Like, what is going on? And now I'm seeing the fruit of it.
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't be having this conversation had he not moved me. I can't even say I was just being obedient. It was like he left me with no other choice. It was like I gotta back you in the corner. Yeah, because you're not seeing.
You're not seeing what I want to do.
Yeah, you're not seeing it. So I'm going back you in the corner. And yeah, it's powerful, man.
Yeah. Gosh. All right, so we actually here because you promote music.
Yeah.
We talked about everything. We talked about church. We done went off the deep end.
Yeah.
We didn't put ourselves in some really bad situations. We get all the bishops and pastors and people in certain denominations mad at us.
It's truth, right?
right. They're gonna destroy us, but I don't care.
Right.
I mean, I don't care.
Armor bearer is a prestigious opportunity. You
but it was
know.
funny because where's my phone? I'm gonna show you what this girl said, which was actually like very good about it, because she was like, "This reminds me again of the feminization of men."
Wow.
You would never put those two together until when she said that. I was like, "My God!"
Wow.
The feminization of men. Instead of carrying weapons, they are carrying water bottles and wiping another man's face. That's deep, ain't it?
I don't know if I want to comment.
That's deep, ain't it?
You know,
I ain't gonna get you.
Not everybody believes we're in a culture that's trying to bring men from the position that they should be in. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. I think one of the most powerful things you can do as a leader is serve another leader.
Absolutely, 100%.
In fact, I know that God uses those moments, not necessarily an armor bearer moment, but like He uses moments of serving.
Yeah, servitude.
He'll put you in positions where you'll serve the platform that He'll likely give you. Mm-hmm. But He's testing your heart to make sure you can, right? Mm-hmm. He allowed David to serve Saul well, right? Mm-hmm. But that was also the position on the road that He was going to give him.
Yeah.
And so I think there's something profound about that.
100%.
However, you're blind if you think that the enemy's agenda is not to take men off their wall.
100%.
Right? Is not trying to rob men of the mantle of fatherhood.
100%.
Of husbandhood. Of being a priest in your home.
100%.
So that's definitely a fact. And yeah, we need more men that are willing to really give themselves to show men how to be men.
100%. Because it's like when I think about Elijah and Elisha. Yeah. Elijah was coming off of a season of depression because he had just defeated the prophets of Baal. Mm-hmm.
I love that story too.
That's my favorite story in the Bible.
I love that he was able to boast.
Yeah.
For the father like that, right? Like talk heavy. He
talked heavy,
super heavy, right?
And God was with him the whole way.
Yeah.
I love it.
God let him know. Go ahead, son.
Right. And then after he did that, God told him kill him. Like he destroyed him. Like I was like, good, okay. God ain't playing games. Like
right.
But coming off of that, and then Ahab and Jezebel retaliate. Mm-hmm. He goes into deep depression because he's afraid for his life. Mm-hmm. God takes care of him, do all of that, and then tells him, hey, I want you to go to this city, go to this place. You're going to have some help there. Yeah. Because there's more with you than you think that you have. He goes to the city. Right. He comes across a young man named Elisha. Right. Elisha's his help. Yes.
He served him well.
He served him well.
Yeah.
But he also had a whole nation of people that was backing him and with him. Wow. Yeah. So it's like when you look at the
and that's a good story
of
Elijah raising him up, raising a man up into leadership. To potentially take over or be in the same position, have the same favor of call, right? And so I think that's a great example. And he showed him what to see.
What to see.
Yeah. And how to perceive the moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he showed him how to be a man and handle tough situations. Pressures. Because even though Elisha asked him, was like, I want double portion, Elisha was like, you don't know what you're asking for.
Because you met me in a season of depression.
Listen.
So that's the thing, right? It looks good, right? We want the level of favor and anointing, but when you're asking for the double, so you're asking for double of the weight
of what I have.
Of what I have. So you're asking for the good and the bad, right?
Double it.
Yeah, you want to. So you'll have double of like David, right?
Yeah,
he was Saul slayed 1,000, he slayed 10,000, right? Like he had double the wins, but he also had double the sorrow.
Yeah,
if you think about it, right? So yeah, like
gosh, yeah.
That's why for the longest time I ran from when people would speak certain things over him, like I hear you.
But
I'm not in agreement.
But I'm not with it, yeah.
Right, because I know, I don't fully know, but I have a level of understanding of what weight and cost it means to walk in that level of anointing.
Yeah.
Like, it's no way that it's just going to be peaches and roses.
100%.
There's no way.
Because it's never is. Like, that's one thing. Who was I talking to? I want to say it was Pastor Ed. We was talking about just the cost of everything. The way
I love his character, too.
Yeah.
By the way, Pastor Ed.
Yeah.
Like, he's a dope guy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's like you don't realize the how much all of these things that we deal with in life, how it costs. At the end of the day, it's a price to it. Like you don't realize all of these things that we go through. And it's all for our good. It all lines up. Mm-hmm. Like it sucks. Mm-hmm. It sucks 100%.
It's painful.
But it all lines up for our good.
Yeah.
Like we need to go through it in order for God to produce what He has inside of us and pull it out of us.
Yeah.
If we don't go through it,
then
we cower out, we chicken out, but also we tell God, I don't want what you have for me.
Yeah.
When God has so much more for you.
Scripture describes it as you being made complete.
Yeah.
At the end of like those trials, those various trials, which is a crazy way to look at it.
Crazy way.
Like, oh, so you're telling me that this season is going to make me more complete, make me more whole. You're not going to say, okay, bring it on, Lord, but it's just like, we like the complete part. But what goes into the pot?
We don't want all that.
Mixing up, you know what I mean?
I don't want to be mixed. I don't want to be pressed. I don't want to be but it's a requirement. If you found us on TikTok, welcome. If you found us on Instagram, welcome. If you found us on Facebook or even here on YouTube, thank you. If you haven't done this yet, and you know what I'm about to say, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Follow us on all social media platforms at We Are One Faith on all social media platforms. When you subscribe to this channel, this YouTube channel, you'll get access to all of our content. Also, you can listen to us on your favorite podcast streaming platforms on all platforms where you want to listen to your podcast. I don't know. But if you want to listen to your podcast on Amazon, you can find us on Amazon. All you have to do is search OneFaith Podcast and you'll find us there. With your support, we are able to spread the gospel. With your generosity, just playing. With your support, we are able to make sure that our content reaches the people that it needs the most. And if you've been blessed by what we've been doing with One Faith, I just want to encourage you to share it with somebody else. The more people you share it with, the more it helps us to spread the gospel and also to make sure that we reach that person. So thank you for watching. Let's jump back into the conversation.
How'd you come up with the name?
Great story. Great question. So when I was that season of leaving Upper Room and everything, I had a dream one night that I was knocked out, dead sleep. This I know it was God, because I was knocked out. Okay. But in this dream, and I'm starting to remember more of my dreams now. I know it's God talking to me in all my dreams and stuff. But this dream, like during that time, I was not remembering any of my dreams. It was like I felt like I won't have any dreams. And this dream in particular, I saw it was just pitch black, flame circle, and in the middle of it was Ephesians 4 and 5. So I woke up, looked it up, and I typed it in my notes, and I looked it up, Ephesians 4 and 5, one Lord, one faith, one baptism. I said, okay. Okay, I see what you're doing, God, but okay, what does this mean? So the next day, after I woke up, did more digging into it, did more studying, looking at it. That's really where it came from, about the unity aspect, the body of Christ. One faith, like we're all uniquely connected in some way. You're a rapper. I'm a preacher. He's a musician. Like, but during that season, I can put it this way, I was kind of tunnel vision in religion in one way, because I only saw God in one certain way. Wow. Until I went to Elevation Church in Charlotte and I saw God in a different way. Wow. And honestly, it wasn't the worship. It wasn't the preaching. It was this little white lady in tattoos that was covered in tattoos that prayed for me.
Wow. Yeah.
That changed things.
Wow.
I wish I could meet that little white lady. Like I really
Just
did.
say thank you.
Right, just to say thank you. Because and the thing is, I don't even think she would know what she did that day. Like, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm kind of like intentional.
She was an instrument in his hands to confound the wise.
Listen, literally. Yeah. Because I'm sitting here looking at her like, because she asked, "How can I pray for you guys?" And I'm freshly ordained elder in the Church of God in Christ.
So you got that stench on. He had that stench on him. He had that collar stench. I know that. I know what that looked like. Yeah.
Prestigious.
Yeah, you used to have a purple shirt too.
Nah, that's for the bishops.
That's for the
bishops,
cool.
right?
All right, you just had the black one.
We just had the black one.
Okay,
just the black one. The black one with the white collar and everything.
All right.
But yeah, and she asked me that question. I was like, "How can you pray for me?" Like I looked at my wife. My wife looked at me.
She said, "How?" She asked you, and you're like, "Yeah, how can you pray for me?"
Right. Just arrogant, just stupid. Yeah. And then so my wife was like, "Yeah, we just moved to the area. We just trying to see, what the Lord has for us and everything like that. Just pray for stability, all these things." And so she started praying. Growing up Kojic. Actually, I grew up Pentecostal, Holiness Church, Baptist.
Rough.
And Kojic.
Holiness is rough.
Listen, holiness, do not play. Do not play.
No, that's rough.
Do not play.
That's a different level.
Do not play.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
It's different there.
None of that. Mm-hmm. And so she talked about she want to pray for us and whatnot. She started praying. No tongues, no nothing. Just pure, boring, heartfelt prayer. And I was locked in the whole time. It was like I could feel her heart connected to God. And it was like she was just speaking directly to us through everything that we was dealing with. Like I remember the sermon that was preached that Sunday. I remember everything. Like Pastor
milestone.
He preached Trapped in Transition. We were literally
crazy. That is a crazy title.
It's a crazy title for that season.
For him to meet the tattoo lady?
Listen.
Wow.
Trapped in Transition. Yeah. Go look at that sermon. It's really good. The sermon is really good. And it was just crazy that whole season because everything that transpired afterwards, like the rejection, the hurt, the pain, all of that stuff, it set the path for OneFaith.
It was pivotal.
It was necessary. Yeah, it was truly necessary.
You needed it.
And me and my wife, we talk about this all the time. It was like, she said, because when I had the conversation, because it really came from like how all of this really started. So I had a conversation with Bishop about my experience at Elevation, and then he rebuked me over the phone, like harshly. And when we talked about it, and I told my wife, she was like, "You shouldn't have told Bishop that." So told me to tell you not to tell Bishop that stuff because he was gonna say X, Y, Z.
But I think it was, I'm glad you told him.
Yeah, I'm glad too.
You had to.
I had to.
And as men and in leadership, it's integral, right? If that was your spiritual father in that season, it should be safe enough to have that conversation,
right?
So you needed to experience the rejection in that moment, so rebuke. That as your father and people in the future, when they come to you with things, you can receive it well, with a level of grace, and say, I was here before. But how will you respond? That's going to be really important.
That's key.
Yeah,
that is key because we every time I talk to my wife about it, she says the same thing. That needed to happen. Like it was God that kept her from coming and telling me to not
for sure.
Anything.
For sure.
Because we needed that to happen for us to be where we are right now.
Yeah.
And like we think about it, we talk about it all the time because it's like where we see where we are versus where we were then spiritually. Like night and day. Like it's far beyond what we ever imagined that we would be at.
Yeah, but I'm not a lot of people might say this, but I'm glad you had that experience. I'm glad you
looking back on it. I am too.
Yeah, you need it. It's shaping. It shaped you. It's going to make you an awesome leader.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even though all that stuff went down, I have no hard feeling toward Bishop. Like
Yeah.
I love him. I still respect all those things. And I want to say that to clear that because I know people be like, oh, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Nah, I still got a ton of respect and ton of love for Bishop Wooden. Like 100%. Like we may not agree on.
Remember what I said earlier
things,
was the people who I felt like have broken my heart in ministry. I have a level of grace for them now.
Exactly. Because I understand.
And I've not walked that out fully. You know? So I don't know.
All right.
I don't know the pressures of running a successful organization, like fruitful too. Like from our natural site, right? You got thousands of members. It always grows. Building fund grow. All these things are happening. You're the leader of that organization. And you have people who you see a lot of value. It's actually a compliment.
Yeah.
Because you have people who you see a lot of value in, like you and I, who decide to separate themselves from the ministry or God is pulling them out and they become possessive. It's actually a compliment.
Yeah.
Because it's a testament to what's in you that they prefer to have under them. Even though it would hinder you in their arrogance, they rather keep you because you carry so much weight and so much authority and power. I'd rather keep this person under my heel. You know what I mean, than to see them move on, flourish, because they might do better. They might do greater things than me. Yeah. Right. And so yeah.
Yeah, and it's so necessary because of that. Because like I likened it to, and I'm not calling Bishop Saul, but I likened it to the relationship with like David and Saul. That's a great example. Because it was like because I preached the whole sermon about it and everything. Because it was like I was constantly being attacked for just being unique, being myself, for stepping into that season. And it was like I was met with constant attacks. And I knew it was warfare because it was, this is the direction that God wanted me to go in. But why am I constantly being attacked? Yeah. And it wasn't direct attacks from him. It was attacks from,
for the weapons of our warfare
are not right.
Carnal.
Exactly. Yeah. And these are like weird situations that we're going through, weird situations that we're dealing with. We're like, why are we going through this stuff? We're all the way in Charlotte. Why are we dealing with this crap? Like, we're not thinking about this stuff.
Yeah.
But it was necessary. For sure. Because, like, the interview we just did recently with the young lady, Jasmine, who shared her story, Predators in the Pulpit.
Oh, yeah.
She's on our prayer team.
Really?
I shepherd her. Like,
wow.
Like, me and my wife, we are her pastors in that way.
That's a lot of responsibility.
It's a lot of responsibility.
From the stuff that I've seen, like I was watching those clips and those stories, and it's just disgusting, bro. Like those type of things break my heart, bro. And I get angry, bro. I have a righteous anger, bro, towards those type of occurrences, bro. Because those moments can push somebody to be eternally separated from a relationship with him forever.
100%.
Right? Like, they could despise the church so much that they'll never run back to Jesus, even when he's knocking and calling, right? And so, I mean, I think it's just a blessing that she's even...
Listen, and this is the thing. I knew something was special about her when she joined the team, because literally the day that she sent in her application to join the prayer team. So we have an application process. And I have to explain it. Okay. So people why do you have an application process? Because it's necessary.
Churches who have good systems in place, that's common. So that's it. Just
like we have to weed out. We have to weed out. And we have to vet. Like we ask some tough questions. We go deep. Like we got to know: are you living an alternative lifestyle? Yeah. Who are you? Who were you with? Such and such.
Are you in a relationship?
Are you in a relationship with such and such? Are y'all having sex? Like we ask those deep and tough questions because these are things that we. I mean, it's important. You're really praying for people.
It's really protection for them, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you don't want to be responsible for. I know this young guy. He's a phenomenal rap artist, And we had a conversation recently. He'll probably see this, and so it's all love. But we had a conversation. He still claims to walk with Jesus, or calls himself a Christian, but he is teeter-totter in astrology and
those things.
Just this sign means this is whatever, and yeah. Yeah. And so, and so obviously obviously they don't know. Like he's still growing. So I would say he's immature in that space. But he was open to have. We had a healthy conversation because he was like, I want to talk to somebody who's really like a big pastor and really help them to think. You know, when people think they've come across something groundbreaking,
right? They think other people don't know.
They think they have attained some wisdom that no one has ever. You know what I mean? And they think they can challenge the biggest of the biggest.
Right.
And so I was like, well, talk to me about it, like, because I know you want to go to TD Jakes, I guess, right? But
to the big guy. Come on, talk
to me about it. Like, let's talk. And as we broke this stuff down, I respect him because he's very intelligent. Took in what I said, but we ended the conversation, and I said to him, "Hey." Because as I'm the type of friend, I'm gonna hold you accountable. Because men, we really need accountability.
Yeah.
And a lot of men run from accountability.
100%.
And accountability is love. And so I said, hey, I know you're like doing all these things and you're exploring, discovering. Be careful indoctrinating people into your church. Because it's a heavy consequence for that.
It is.
Like, you don't want to be responsible while you're on your road of discovery, indoctrinating people into your idolatry, and you might pay a price for that.
Yeah,
a hefty one.
Severe.
That's a severe price to pay.
Severe.
And so your application vetting process is protection for them, really, because you don't want to be responsible in the transference of spirits. On somebody else's life. Because you want to fake it, funk like you really got.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And praying at the altar, praying for people at a prayer tent, it's not just let's pray and hold hands and like you just said, transference of spirits.
Sometimes there's some grace in it, right? Like, I'm not trying to say, like, because I've been in seasons myself where I know, like, I was able to, God used me, instrument me to do some things where I felt like I wasn't worthy of doing it or being a vessel in that moment. So I'm not saying it's not grace in seasons, but you don't want to intentionally live a lifestyle alternative to God's heart. And be touching his people.
100%. Like we had a guy on the team who was living an alternative lifestyle. We found out and we had to have a conversation with him about it because he was like, you can't do this and still be in this lifestyle. We even asked him deep questions like, when were you last active? And he admitted it was like the night before. It was like, okay, well, you may not be able to pray for people at the altar. We have to sit you down from that. But you can pray with us in the back. You can pray with us and you can be with the team when we're back talking to people at the tent.
Church though. That's restorative.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Boy, look, he did not like that. I had a whole conversation with him. Another pastor had a conversation with him. And then I came across his page on Facebook one day. And he talked about it. He talked about it. And he was talking about how mean and hateful and stuff that we were. And I was just sitting there like, and I showed my wife.
Wasn't the truth.
I was so mad. Oh, I was so mad. I was like,
you wanted to clap back.
Yeah.
But did you?
Nah.
Good.
Nah. Nah. One of the many times I didn't. But
yo, hold him accountable because he cannot.
Hold him accountable.
He cannot fight every battle. Like,
I want to fight that was so bad
because that's nothing compared to what's going to come.
You facts.
So that little thing is like,
but it was so funny because he said that, and then everybody in the comments was like, "Man, we so sorry you had to go through that. Man, this, that, and the third. You can do this."
Wait, did he tell the truth?
No.
Oh, okay.
He told a half truth.
Yeah.
And that most of the time
they sat down, but not because of why.
Not because of why. Well, he said that he likened it to the fact that he was that. Plus, we didn't want him to do his flags and stuff and all that stuff. Just not true. Like,
So he did.
You have to give.
He did admit.
I think
lifestyle
so.
piece.
I think so a little bit, but at the same time, like, but we didn't sit you down because of
his support community didn't
hold him accountable for.
Didn't see that it might be a problem to.
No, because he went to one of those churches that affirms that stuff.
Yeah. It's a church, like I said earlier, it's a church for everybody, man.
It's a church for everybody. Look.
That's the proof right there, right?
So
like,
I'm just speaking facts. Come for me all you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
He said it coming. I don't care. I really don't care because I had to do that to protect him, and I told him like, bro, I'm here. Like, I'm here to talk with you. I'm here to walk with you. I can help disciple you. I can help show you how to be a man. All these things, and I'm not saying that you're not a man because you're in this alternative lifestyle, whatever. It's like I'm here to help you. If you want to grow, you can grow. You can grow with us. You can pray with us. You can do all these things with us. And then when you're ready, we can put you back out there. But you're not ready. I would do the same thing if it was somebody that was sleeping around in the church with different ones and they were heterosexual.
You would
like,
do it if it was like,
I don't care if you're smoking weed or if you're drinking what. If you're doing
glad
these
you
things,
said that.
like
Somebody
you got to get set down.
I was talking to somebody and I was saying like, yo, why? Because he was like, yo, a lot of musicians be high in the church.
Oh, I could tell you a story. But I'm not going to tell you a lie.
I got stories.
Well-known gospel artist, but I ain't gonna go there.
But what did he do though?
It won't him. It was his
his band member.
It was his organist, guy who played the organ.
Oh yeah,
bro.
They be stoned.
But he was lit. Yeah, but let me tell you something. He shut that church down.
Like, played well. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I know.
He shut it.
That don't mean they can't play.
Folks was shouting, running, all the things.
Well, I had somebody recently told me, a good friend recently told me that they don't innately think there's anything wrong with like with marijuana. Medicinally. I'm saying that right. They feel like it has some benefits.
For medicinal purposes, yes. Like there are medicinal reasons like cancer or glaucoma or certain things in that way. Especially for people that have like chronic pain.
Yeah.
And those things.
That's a case use I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I understand that.
So
I think it's about the here's my pushback about that. The people that I see are addicted
recreationally.
They're addicted. They're impaired. They're not the fullness of. You know what I mean? Like I know God made you one way, and I believe that's being impaired because you're just high. So that gets tricky, and a lot of people want to have a card and be like, "Oh yeah, I smoke because of this," but it's really you just smoke because you're addicted.
Yeah,
and you feel like you're not able to create or be in the element without. Being high, which is a slap in the creator's face.
Yeah,
too.
There are certain things that people do struggle with that we know spiritually that they need to be delivered from. And if we don't hold them accountable to be delivered from these things, then they're going to go around places singing drunk, singing high, playing all these different things and doing everything, ushering in a familiar spirit that's not the spirit of God and leading people away, drawing people away from his presence. Like, I'm very serious when it comes to the presence of God and the things of God, to where, I will sit my own self down and not do anything if I'm not in the right standing with God. Like, period. And when I talk about right standing, I'm not talking about me going around cheating and doing all this other stuff. I'm very faithful and loyal to my wife. Like, we've been together for going on 16 years. Like,
wow, 16.
Going on 16 years.
Wow.
Never had an issue.
Wow.
But the thing is like,
let me ask you, how do you, like, for people out there, how do you, and for me, I'm 6 years in, going on 7. How do you safeguard yourself?
Oh, God. That's a great question.
Because a lot of marriages, I'm witnessing, like, things close, like, breaks my heart. Like, a lot of people are losing their families, and and they're powerful men. Like God has such a anointing on them. So how do you safeguard yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and my wife, we've been together 16 years, married 13. Look, it's not easy. Huh? It's not easy.
Yeah.
Like, temptations are real. All of the nagging and all that stuff is real. All of and that talk about me too, because I nag.
See,
I do all stuff.
Yo, that's
honesty.
Yo, men
That's
nag.
honesty. Men nag. We have pet peeves. We
Correct.
have stuff.
And it's looked at, and I mean, let's call a spade, and it's nagging.
Right.
I have pet. I'm very particular.
Very.
I could tell by your home. Because when I went to the bathroom, I was like, "Oh yeah, we gonna fit well in a friendship because
we gonna fit well in.
I present my home the way he presents his home. Like we're similar. So, but it's only able to stay that way because I have quirks and these pet peeves about like how I want to see things.
Yeah,
and that's very annoying.
Yeah.
To my wife. I'm a nagger about that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, for sure.
It's vice versa because my wife, all this in here, this is all me. Yeah. Out there, that's all her.
Okay.
There's certain things that I have a touch on, like the TV.
Same.
And the wall being black and all that stuff.
Ebbs and flows.
But, we got
our things.
She handles all of that. Like, she is good. I married a good one. She cooks, she clean, never smell like onion rings. She's perfect. Like, in that way. So for those who be like, for those who be like, I don't cook, I don't clean. Say I got this ring on stuff. Cardi B,
yeah.
She divorced how many times?
Yeah.
She got a baby daddy who not with her. But anyway,
no, just to say this, I'm still new to the game. I'm still a noob in the marriage game. So take it how you take it. But women need to be around wives who've been in the game. Mm-hmm. Husbands
need to be around men
who've been in the game.
Yeah.
That's vital.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's vital. That's vital.
I mean, honestly, our friends are very, our best friends are married. All of our best friends are married. All of our good friends are married. All the people that we hang out with are married. Good. It's not, and that's not intentional. It's just kind of how it is because we can't. Now, I'll say there's like maybe a couple people who are single that are around us. Yeah. And that's just because of church. Yeah. And that's it.
And they're learning from y'all.
Right. They're learning, and they desire to be married. So that's that. Yeah. But other than that, like, we are very particular with who we hang with. Mm-hmm. Very particular about who we hang with. Mm-hmm. And very particular about the things that we do because we have 4 kids.
First of all, if I don't, because I'm a father, if I don't like your character,
listen,
you're not coming in my home.
If my kid can't vibe with you,
it's just not. It's not happening. Like
it's just that.
Like it ain't.
It's just that.
It's
like
just what it is.
It just is what it is. Yeah. And we are very intentional about those things because we come from similar backgrounds. 2-parent household, grew up in church, love quartet music, love gospel music, all that stuff. So we are very similar.
In the water.
Look, so we love it. So like we're very similar in a lot of ways. And honestly, I could say that is one of the things that helped us. But I know. So
it sounds like you're saying you have a friendship.
We have a friendship. We built a friendship. Yeah.
You could be yourself around her.
I could be myself. 100%.
Full self.
She can be her full self around me.
Self. That's important.
It's very important.
Yeah.
But it wasn't always like that in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning when we first started dating, we introduced sex into our relationship very early. Mm-hmm. And because of that, we were competing.
Explain that. Explain that for the people.
When you have multiple sex partners before you are married, you're trying to show up and prove that I'm better than X, Y, and Z. It's a lot of comparison, a lot of competition.
Which is why this may sound corny,
but it's the facts.
But I don't want my sons having sex before marriage.
I don't either.
Although that is pop culture,
I'm like, Jesus, please show me what I need to do to keep this little boy.
Keep them. Because I can imagine the gift it would have been to have been a virgin when I encountered my wife.
Me and my wife say the same thing every time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like to say I have regrets, but one of my biggest regrets is that I didn't wait.
And I don't like to say I have regret any of my children, but I wish I would have waited
until you was old enough. Mm-hmm. And married.
I was married. Because having children outside of covenant it hurts.
You do.
It's gruesome. Mm-hmm. And like I said, being a teenage father, I did it twice. 2 children, 2 different women. Mm-hmm. Why I thought I was never marriage material. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh yeah,
a lot of guys think like that,
but men don't speak up about it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, men don't speak up about how they feel like I mean, it's some men that are very arrogant, like, nah, I got most people, no matter.
Right.
But for me, I was just like, I wouldn't even want a woman to deal with like this world that I have that comes across. In fact, and I love it, me and my wife are very honest, my wife also wishes that we met under different circumstances. Right? And she loves my daughters like they're her own. But the hardship and the heartache that's attached to that,
it's real.
The pulling away of me outside of my immediate home, emotionally because of that, she has to carry the weight of those things. Sometimes it's heavier than others. Some seasons are like, oh, it's very weighty, and some seasons like, nope, we good, we flowing. And so having sex before marriage is doing yourself a disservice.
100%.
And then having children before that,
even worse.
You're setting yourself up. So the revelation that God gave me was that, because I was like, that was years ago now. God, like, why I still be dealing with this or that, or it feel like there's always a repercussion. It feel like it's a long sentence. And what He showed me is that it's not that I'm like punishing you, but you sowed a seed. Literally sowed a seed.
That's deep.
And so whatever seeds we sow, there's going to be a harvest. You can't escape the harvest.
God.
And so that's one of the most like heavy revelations I've ever received. Was that your children are a gift for sure.
100%. They didn't have to be here.
They didn't have to be here, and the harvest of it. Well, that's your harvest.
That's your harvest.
Yeah.
And what you do with your harvest?
Yeah.
How are you going to grow your harvest? How are you going to take care of your harvest?
Right.
I mean, that's one of the things that we both, when we do marriage counseling, when we do stuff, like people that done marriage counseling with us, they know, we say it all the time. It's like, that's one thing that we wish that we would have done, was waited for each other. I got started early before her, so it was no way to.
You know the crazy thing? There's not a lot of marriages that have a wait story.
Yeah, there's some. But it's very small. The number is very small.
But the number in comparison is just like,
like, if there's any gift that I could give my children, it would be if they could just wait. Like, if I could just help them and just wait.
Me too.
Like, you will enjoy it.
I'm going to nag my sons. I'm going to be a nagger in that area.
Got to.
In fact, I'm going to be like, son, look at these court documents. Look how many times I've been to court.
Look how many times I've been to court.
Fighting to see my daughter. Look how much money. I want you to see. Read the records. Keep it in your pants, bro.
Bro, just keep it in there.
It ain't worth it, bro.
It ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it. You're going to be crying on my shoulders. I'm telling you, you're going to be crying.
I got is wisdom.
Yeah. I'm going to give you some practical example. Your son can read my pages too, bro. This is here some practical, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I remember I had an experience with my daughters. I was dropping them off because I had them on 1 week off. Much older now, but in the earlier years, 1 week on, 1 week off. I've always been like adamant, like, no, I got 50 half custody, not taking it. I've been there. I was dropping them off one day, and they was like, "Daddy," I was like, "What's up?" We don't like going back and forth.
Tears, waterworks.
We all crying.
Just destroyed.
All crying.
Heartbroken. Heart just.
And I'm just like, dang, girls, like, I hate this too. And it hurts more when you don't have a fix.
God.
I don't got no fix for this. In fact, I own that I'm part responsible for because of my decisions of y'all being raised
like this
in this tug of war, in this experience, in this broken home experience. That's not a gift. You know what's funny? I fought so hard not to be like my father
that you became him. But that's how we all are.
Became him.
Oh God, yeah.
I was like, no. I might have. Me and my brother, we talk about this. Like, we definitely better fathers from a time perspective and intentionality, but we still had children that are in separate homes,
like him,
outside of wedlock. I'm not more righteous than he is. I'm not better than he is.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In that regard. And so the generational, that's when I was like, oh, generational curses are actually real.
They're real.
Because then when I got the backstory about his father, I was like, dang, he didn't even know.
It's a cycle.
His dad left, and his dad left back then. So, back then leaving different than now leaving, because you might got social media as a cell phone, whatever. His dad left when there ain't no quick phone, like, let me get your number. He just hit the road, went to a whole nother other side of the U.S.
Wow.
And never heard from him again.
Wow. That's a different level of hurt.
So I'm complaining that I see him here and there. Oh, he don't keep his word seeing me. And he probably like, Negro, my
But that
I ain't
dip,
even
like, I don't know who he is.
He probably like, I'm paying child support. I see you sometime, bro. What you want? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So it just helped me again have a level of
grace
that I didn't always have growing up. Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people will realize that until they're in those situations.
For sure.
Because when I remember talking to somebody about the same thing, and because they were talking about their parents and whatnot, I was like, you won't understand the sacrifices and the things that they went through and the stuff that they dealt with. We can't choose our parents. They may not be perfect, but you may not understand these things until you have children yourself and until you're older and you realize these things. I realize now all the stuff that my dad had to go through, had to deal with in order for us to have a life.
To be in a two-parent home.
Yeah.
I mean,
he broke a generational curse.
Kudos to you, Dad, right? Because when you said both y'all had two, I was like, wow, that's phenomenal.
It's phenomenal. He broke a generational curse because my granddaddy was Rolling Stone. Rolling. My dad, honestly, and it's not put down my uncles and my aunts and whatnot. My dad, he's the only one that had one wife and kids with one wife. Wow. And that's it.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And brought us up in that.
And that's
home.
what I'm hoping to get my sons to.
Yeah.
My son now, he be like, I don't want to get married. I don't plan on doing that. I want 3 jobs. He's 6, so I'm like, okay, son.
Okay. You got a lot more life to live.
I was like, son, you're going to be a husband.
When those arrows try to pierce me, I know you will shield me.